born into pain. I was born into a battle. To understand how I got here, how this madness became my life, you need to go back, way back. Before the crowds, before the jail cells, and way back to the trailer park. I grew up on the edge of Nashville, but it wasn't the glitz and rhinestones they show you on TV. It was Antioch, trailer parks, pawn shops, and prayers that never made it past the ceiling. My mom was battling addiction, depression, like a lot of people where I'm from. In fact, it was only music that got her out of her funk. I'll get to that later. My pops was hustling to keep the lights on in a wholesale meat business, and of course, as a bookie on the side. And me, I was learning how to survive with nothing but broken promises and bad examples. Prison time. It's a slow kind of death. Same walls, same faces, same voices echoing in the dark. You start to wonder if the world outside even remembers you. Then one morning this letter came. The paper was worn, like it had been handled 100 times before it reached me. The words, man, they weren't fancy. They were real. They told me I'd had a daughter, a baby girl, Bailey Ann. Now I had a reason, a real reason. Not me in a selfish dream. It was all for her. Something flipped in me. I missed her first breath, but I wasn't gonna miss anything else. I had to get out, stay out, and succeed. And the only thing I knew how to do, my only apprenticeship except drug dealing and robbing people, was music. No one was gonna hire a convicted violent felon. I had to make music work for her. Leading me to my goal. Of course, I had a long way to go. But that's the thing. You've got to be a little delusional to dream your way out of a cage. Now I just had to get out, resist the temptations of the outside, and stay a dreamer, stay delusional. Now this is where the meat of the story is, y'all. Really, it's my act two. I had freedom and now I had to put my plan into action. When I walked out, the world felt too big. I didn't have money. I didn't have a car that worked half the time. But I had my rhymes. And I had this beat up laptop that barely turned on. Most of all, I had my determination. A crazy will and need to succeed to turn all this mess around. I still had my demons, of course. I was far from fixed. That little hairy guy made sure he was right there with me every day. Poor mental health like so many of us, but
West side we callin', baby, from the top to the bottom. Yeah, I'm right off a chart. She from Georgia, saying Cashville be ballin'.
I was just coming out of the worst of my addiction. Was still playing dive bars, still grinding for scraps, some bigger venues, but nothing to really write home about, if I'm honest. Then one night, I woke up in the middle of a dream, and there was this melody in my head. This wasn't uncommon. I wrote so much and lived and breathed music that I dreamt songs and melodies all the time. But this was different. I recorded this song in 2 hours, and most of that was a discussion about whether the "Somebody Save Me" lyrics should be the chorus or the opening verse. Funnily enough, that's also something Eminem said he struggled with years later when he sampled the track. That still sounds like a crazy sentence to say to me. I'm just Jason from Antioch, and Eminem is recording my song.
I can do better. Selling bricks and the pebbles going back me from myself.
This song didn't sound like anything I'd done before. It sounded honest. It sounded like me. Many artists have that breakout song or movie that they didn't know it was going to be the one to make it happen. Garth Brooks had it with Friends in Low Places in 1990. He thought it was just a fun bar song. It became one of his signature tracks. Actually, later I'd open a bar in Nashville just down from his. What am I saying? It still shocks me to this day to say these things. Lil Nas X had it with Old Town Road. That song was made for fun on a $30 beat bought online, and it became a record-breaking Billboard #1. Sylvester Stallone wrote the script for Rocky in 3 days, expecting it to be a small film. It won Best Picture. Someone I'd also meet acting on his TV show years later. I still can't believe this is my life. This, unknown to me, was my unexpected moment. It was about to happen. No one would have believed it. Let me set the scene for you and tell me how you feel. I woke up one morning in the usual. Grab your phone and check it. Standard morning practice. I had a weird number of messages, but sometimes that happened. I thought nothing of it. I didn't even check them, but I could see that some messages contained the word YouTube on the preview of the notification. So without reading them, I went straight to YouTube. That song, the one I wasn't sure about that was totally different, Save Me, was blowing up.
Outside Cashville, they playing, boy, we'll get on their ass. Grab my phone and my torch. No.
Blowing up, that feeling. It's almost better than being told by a label your album is platinum or whatever. I did this myself. Put it out there, and you, the people, were responding. But this song, it was so different from my usual stuff. I'd been a rapper my whole life, but I grew up in Nashville, the home of country music. Mama raised me on those old country records, and you can hear that in my voice, even if the beat was different. The people responded. The song resonated with so many. When I was speaking my truth, the people felt it as a release. It was medicine. We'd come full circle. All those tracks that were medicine for mama, I was now the medicine for people. That dream was coming true. The numbers didn't lie. The views were going up like crazy. People sharing, commenting. The music world couldn't ignore this. When the people speak, the labels take notice. Suddenly, every label in America was calling. The same ones who said I was too fat, that I had no chance, I wasn't the right fit. They were calling. And this time, I didn't have to beg for a meeting. The work had actually paid off. See, I told you, hard work beats talent. Be real to yourself. This was it. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I could finally pay the band what they deserved. I was clean from the hard stuff. My daughter was safe, and for the first time in a long time, I could breathe. What happened next, man? It blew right past anything I ever dared to dream. Within a year, then 2, then 3, I'd gone from a guy hustling just to keep the lights on to standing under those bright lights with Grammy nominations. I was hosting late night shows, playing stadiums so big you couldn't even see the last row, thousands of people all singing every word right back to me. Awards, accolades, moments where I stood there on stage thinking, finally. But here's the thing. It wasn't some selfish climb that got me there. It wasn't chasing fame for fame's sake. It was sharing my pain in a song, singing about feeling helpless, about mental health, about needing help, being medicine for the people, just letting folks know you're not alone. Other people are hurting too. I'm hurting too. That honesty, that connection, that's what made it happen. That's why we're here. I truly believe this. Not alone. Other people are hurting too. I'm hurting too. That honesty, that connection, that's what made it happen. That's why we're here. I truly believe this win isn't just mine, it's ours. I might be the vessel, but I'm feeling what you feel, and we're in this together. And it was beautiful.
Any of y'all beautifully broken Nashville?
I'm not gonna lie to you. These past few years have been the best of my life. I've gone from sleeping in a van and in jail cells to performing in every corner of the country. And my God, it feels incredible. But here's the thing. God has a way of balancing you, of keeping you humble. And no matter how many stages I played, no matter how much success came my way, there was still a problem I couldn't shake.
I
would walk, and I live in a hilly neighborhood. Yeah. I would walk up them, lightly run down them. Texas.
It was actually awesome. 5K went great. Everyone was really cool. The camaraderie was awesome. Even when you started to feel like shit, people started clapping for you and made you feel better.
We played Allegiance last night in Las Vegas. I'm a rapper turned singer like T-Pain, baby.
Yes.
I gotta run, literally.
Yep.
I love you, man. I'm a fucking fan.
There we go.
Fucking killing it right now. Do you know that our friendship has added decades to my life?
I love you, buddy.
Don't do it to me. No. I love you. Decades, brother.
All these people.
Just because we're friends.
We're going. Come on.
Get yourself out my kitchen, cause this pot hot and whipping till it rock, then you know it's on the block. You can tell I'm different, been this way, can't you tell the difference?
Love y'all boys.
Holy fuck.
Joey!
Love you, brother.
Yo, give me 3 minutes, come on.
Tommy!
Get over. You got a minute 30.
5, 4, 3, 2.
This is the end of our day. Ladies and gentlemen, next door, one of my favorite human beings that is an inspiration to me up and down, is playing over at Country Thunder.
I landed at 7 o'clock this morning and my fat ass still did them 3.1 miles, Bert. Nowhere else in America does this happen. Only with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. They are the fucking gods. Y'all give it up for the Bears. Bert, this all started because I'm a fan of the podcast. And I said that I wanted to run this race with y'all last year. And I showed up at 470 pounds last year to run this race. This all happens because we're not about what we just did. We're always about what we're fixing to do. I'm gonna lose another 100 pounds. I'm gonna do this in 40 or 35 minutes flat next year in May, baby. I'm gonna do it twice like he did it. And for the first time in my career, at the end of the 5K, I'm gonna stand on this stage and take off my fucking shirt next year. We're gonna fucking do it, baby. Nashville, Tennessee it is, baby. And
Yo, check the style, it's exotic lifestyles. 615. Skyline, yeah, we coming through.